I have two girls, you know that.
Yeah.
And the whole house is after me that why am I trying to make them do parkour?
Yes.
And you know what parkour, if people who don't know, involves
Yeah.
hanging. The bars are risky.
Yeah.
They're made out of metal. Plus jumping over boxes and things, and eventually jumping over things which could hurt them.
Yeah.
मेरे लिए parkour है पार करके जाना. तो इतनी सारी tough चीजें हैं.
Yes.
They tell me that you want to make them some kind of a super athlete on this. Why are you making them do that? I don't think that's the reason why I want them to do that. I want them to do that for many reasons, but I want that to come from you because you're the expert. I don't know, in me these things are imbibed that if I can't spend some hours in my life every day doing something like that, my day doesn't go good. So it's like my meditation, honestly. So how do I explain it to them that why this is important? They think I'm stupid.
So no, I think you're coming from the right space. It's not about building elite athletes for most of them, right? Out of all the students I have, maybe 0.1% will actually go on to pursue this as a career. For the rest of us, it's an integral part of overall development. You can't try to develop only the brain and not the body. They are both together. And parkour serves to allow them to explore in a free-form way without too much structure, how to move their bodies, how to develop physically, and at the same time develop this kind of a personality where there are less rules and you can challenge those rules if you're competent enough, which is a very unique thing from other sports where you have to follow the rules very strictly. Parkour, we actually encourage them to break what are the preconceived notions, and it actually allows you to think differently, right? To try things that everyone else, well, no, I don't think that's possible, that's not the way to do this. Whereas the question arises, why is it not the way to do this? Why can I not try and see if it, and maybe you will fail, and most times you will fail. But the true entrepreneurs, the true inventors come from the why not rather than the let's do what is being told. And that, besides the physical aspect, which is you want strong people. You want your kids to be strong enough, not just physically, but even psychologically, so that life can't be a difficulty to them.
And also be flexible to try ways which are not set in rules.
Absolutely. And one way to explore these difficulties in a safe way is to do it physically. Now, you can give them psychological difficulties as well, but kids and humans in general are worse at psychological difficulties than physical difficulties. People will be able to overcome physical difficulties easier. Like if you ask someone to walk 10 kilometers, even if they've never done it before and they hit a point of pain or threshold of fatigue, they can push on. But if I tell them to deal with stress or do something that is very scary, they will hit failure much faster. So by processing this in a physical way, you learn the same mental processes that help you deal with the more difficult things.
Right. So I hope this explanation helps, because recently I'm also been watching a lot of videos and stuff which come on my feed, which is about make your kids hang, make your kids climb. Yeah. It's somewhat related to parkour, but that's more physical than the mental aspect of it.
Yes, but no physical aspect is devoid of the mental aspect. Even the simple act of hanging, if you tell them, okay, if they can hang for 10 seconds, but you give them a challenge of, let's try 20 seconds, their arms will burn, they'll be uncomfortable, they'll be scared that they'll fall, and they'll process these things and learn how to overcome it. And the more often they do that, the better and stronger they'll get, even psychologically.
Thanks. Now I hope they watch this episode.